it is the finals. You embrace it, but at the same time, you have to prepare, focus, and get ready for the task that's at hand, and that's the mindset.
Everybody thought the Lakers were going to win.
Nobody was picking the Celtics.
I thought that is perfect. I mean, that's what we need.
From day one, when we first got to the finals, we knew we could beat them.
No way they're going to win 4 games against us. No way.
When you're hitting weights or you running the beach or you sweating and it's hurting and it's burning, what gets you through that is that this is the sacrifice. This is what I got to go through to get to where I want to be, and this is what I got to go through to be a champion, so you go through it.
The Celtics were primed and ready for Game 1. L.A. took a 51-46 lead into the half. Then, in the third quarter, everything changed in an instant.
Pierce just goes down. He's just crumpled. Oh, at the baseline. And I'm watching it, and I'm just thinking, this is bad.
He ain't hurt. He gonna get up.
Scary moment for everybody. I started looking at him like,
He might be hurt.
I kind of landed a little awkwardly, like my knee just kind of jerked, and it just felt weird.
it was like, damn. He got all the way here.
Then we see him in a wheelchair. Oh, boy, now he's in a wheelchair.
He has a season-ending injury. He's done.
A lot of theater and acting. There's a lot of actors in theater.
The doctor suggested the wheelchair. Dr. McKeon, I remember.
Oh, man. I thought he died. If social media was then what it is now, as bad as Paul got hazed for that, oh, it would have been 10 times worse.
I could put weight on it, but when I move it to the inside, it's a little sore. So I just said, give me something to stabilize it. Give me a knee brace. It was just like so much happening real quick in the back. Got the knee brace, put my weight on it. I was like, all right, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought. As long as I can put weight on it, I'm good.
Dun, 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 dun. Next thing you know, he's running back out.
Crowd was like, whoa. Everybody thought I was done for the series. I was like, all right, I'm back.
We knew right then when he came back, he was about to put on a show.
The crowd rejuvenated me. I came out and knocked down the first 3. I was like, all right, I'm good to go. Then I hit another 3. I'm like, yeah, this is it right now.
Rondo throws out the Pierce. How about another one? Got it!
There they are, off with a Game 1 win.
3 days later, the teams returned to the Garden for Game 2. The Celtics received key contributions from an unlikely source. Lakers head coach Phil Jackson found himself confused, or was he?
Doc looked down on the bench. Leon, get in. It's your time. I was like, this is the big stage, the big moment, ready to show the world what you could do.
Leon doing these push-ups, and then he gets up, and Garnett's like punching him on the chest. He had a great game, and Phil was trying to like mess with his name.
Phil, what are you most struck by? Your rally at the end, or your difficulty scoring points on them the first 3 quarters?
I'm more struck at the fact that Leon Poe, excuse me for mispronouncing his name, gets more foul shots than our whole team does in 14 minutes of play. That's ridiculous.
Come on, you know how to say his name correctly.
That's how you know you got Phil Jackson worried.
To put it bluntly, I told our coaches I wanted to beat his ass.
So I was reading through my text, and one text man said, yeah, Phil Jackson called you pal. I was like, what? Oh, okay. Okay, Zen Master. Okay, I see what you're doing.
What do you call me? What do you call me, pal? No, it don't really matter to me. I got a job to do for this team.
I wasn't mad. I just looked at it as like a little Jedi mind trick he was trying to play on everybody.
Poe finished with 21 points in only 14 minutes off the bench. The Celtics won the game by 6 and were only 2 victories shy of Banner 17.
Boston fans, they got nothing on us because we're taking over. We're going back to Boston, 3-2, 3-2. It's over, it's over.
Lakers fans, I've declared, are the fakest fans on the planet.
It's L.A. It's not Boston.
L.A. does have that glitz factor.
Let's go Lakers.
Big Lakers fan?
What?
Big Lakers fan?
Not the Lakers, baby. Lakers is what's up, man.
What up, Will?
Celebrities came out in droves as the series shifted to Los Angeles for games 3, 4, and potentially 5. The change in venue served as a homecoming for Paul Pierce. But reconnecting with those closest to him was the last thing on the captain's mind.
I'll have plenty of time to visit with family and friends in the summer, so I'm just approaching these games the same I would as if I were playing anywhere else.
Pierce was held to only 6 points in Game 3. Kobe, meanwhile, exploded for a game-high 36. Reserve Sasha Vujacic hit a critical 3 late. And just like that, the Lakers were right back in the series.
They played harder, they were more physical, they attacked you, and they owned the space all night. And that can't happen. We're better than them, and we'll show that on the next game on Thursday.
Doc was on to something about Game 4, but it took a historic performance to prove him right. Down by as many as 24 points, the Celtics pulled off the largest comeback win in NBA Finals history. Rivers paired his 2 indispensable reserves with the Big 3 keying the resurgence.
Nobody thinks they're going to come back from 24 down in an NBA Finals game on the road.
I just kept saying, we're going to win this game. Just keep cutting the lead. Keep cutting the lead.
You're looking up at the clock, you see them league getting bigger and bigger. You're just hoping like, man, I can help. I know I can help us. I've been helping all year. Give me a shot. Please give me a shot.
Posey, Eddie House. I mean, we went with an untraditional lineup.
I knew I could count on them guys. I love playing with Posey and Eddie.
For me and Eddie to be on the floor with those guys, they made it easy for us.
We just kept pushing, kept pushing, kept pushing. Never gave up. We never wavered. We never thought that we was out of the game.
We just kept chipping away. Wow, wow, wow.
Jack Nicholson, who sits right there. Doc, we're dead men walking. And I was thinking, if he feels it, they do too.
Ray Allen to the basket and banks it in, and it's 11. This is the closest they've been since the opening minutes. Corner, Eddie House, a 3, got it! 2-possession game.
I literally was yelling the score out on the floor because I thought it was important that they see that they were in the game.
I just remember coming off the pick and roll. You know, they were kind of hedging toward me. And I saw Eddie kind of open drifting. I hit him.
Eddie House, quick jump shot. It's good. And the Celtics have their first lead of the game with 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth.
It just so happened I hit the shot. A nasty shot, too. One of my ugliest shots that went in, too. It kind of rolled in, and it just kind of, like, slid in ugly. Usually my shots look good when they, like, straight through. This one, like, slid in, but the most important thing came through the bottom.
He's pumped up. That was our first lead of the game. And after he hit that shot, I just knew we was going to win.
That's what we envisioned Eddie being. I mean, that was the Eddie that I saw in college.
Allen on the drive, gets to the basket, lefty layup, banks it in. And it's a 5-point game with 16.4 remaining. And the Boston Celtics have risen from the ashes of a 24-point deficit.
That's how you do it.
Hell yeah! Come on, baby. Come on, baby. One more. One more.
Upset, hurt, disappointed. It's a huge loss, no doubt about it. Wine about it tonight. A lot of wine, a lot of beer, a couple shots, maybe like 20 of them.
We'll go straight from there to the Beverly Wilshire, where we were staying, the team was staying, and let the party commence. And I put the Celtics credit card down and let it roll. There's a picture of Jack Nicholson on the wall. And so we were all taking pictures. I've still got the picture of standing next to Jack celebrating, because we felt like we probably had this thing. We're up 3-1.
A title celebration at the Staples Center wasn't in the cards. LA nearly blew a 19-point lead this time as the Celtics raged back yet again and briefly led in the second half. Boston was down only 2 with 40 seconds left, but Bryant stole the ball from Pierce, and the Lakers were on their way to a Game 5 win.
I know I didn't want to see the Celtics celebrating in my home floor, you know, with champagne and all that crap. I definitely didn't want to see that.
I want to remind y'all just one thing. Everybody wants to win. There's not one guy in this room that wants to win more than the other guy, all right? But our strength is in our numbers.
Back in the hub for Game 6, there was little doubt in the Celtics' minds about what would happen next. Turns out, they were exactly right. Boston pulverized its hated arch rival, 131-92, en route to the 17th championship in franchise history.
We're going to blow them out tonight. We're going to leave no doubt tonight.
We were like, this is it, fellas. You know, we don't want to go to no Game 7. We want to break up the championship, y'all. We need one game. Get your champagne glasses ready, fellas. We are going to be pouring lots of it tonight.
Oh, my gosh. There's a trophy in the building. The trophy's here. You know, hadn't really thought about that. It's got to be here somewhere. I want that thing.
These players are hungry. The city is hungry. The fans are hungry for a championship. It is the loudest the Garden has ever been.
Rondo responded. The whole world watching. Rajon Rondo was the best player on the planet for that moment.
I see why Danny might be a proud papa, because he told me, what's the most important stat? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And I said, so rebounds? He was like, no, FGAs. So he wanted me to shoot the ball as much as possible.
Rondo races down the right side, scores off the window. He is bumped to the floor, and the Celtics have a 26-point lead.
He told me to stay aggressive that game, you know, make Kobe play defense, and that's what I did.
It was an avalanche.
They just kept
coming at him. All of these guys, ferocious.
Doc was like, don't stop what y'all doing. Keep going. Don't stop.
Rondo down left side, switches to the left hand, scoops it up and in, beats Jordan Farmar, and he just got Rondo.
And we just didn't take our foot off the gas pedal. It was just like, and then you start looking up at the clock. You just wait for it to wind down because you know you got it in your hand now.
I know we're up. We just got to hold on to this buzzer go off.
We knew we had that game in hand. They knew they were beat. You could tell that they had no fight left.
I'm sure that's not the way that Kobe and them wanted to go out.
We're up 40-something at one point in the fourth. And Tom Thibodeau, of all people, said, you going to sub out? And I said, Kobe's in still. I'm not subbing out until Kobe goes out. And he started laughing. He's like, the game's over. We're going to win this game. And I finally did, way too late, but I did it. And once I subbed out was the first time that I realized that we had done it. And that 2 minutes was awesome.
Gino came on poetically.
And everybody's clapping. And I see the ropes start to come around. And the people coming down. I'm like, yo, we won.
And I'm just ready for the confetti to come down.
But the game's original monarchy has regained the throne. The Celtics swarm the floor. It is the end of a 22-year odyssey. It is the very definition of full circle. It is banner 17.
I want to get an earshot of, Garnett. I'm from the mentality, unless somebody says something, just act like you're supposed to be there. So I got really, really close, and all of a sudden he just screamed. I think I was here for a moment. I instantly thought this is something that could be viewed like 20, 30, 40 years from now.
I was like, whoa, really? We got the championship, and I'm the MVP? Oh, man. Oh, it was just like, whoa. And I just remember screaming to the top of my lungs, like, this is unreal right now. I'm sitting on top of the world.
This is what makes those other moments so sweet, knowing that you were at rock bottom a year ago today, and to climb all the way to the top. This is a dream come true.
I got my home. I got my home, man. Thank you for everything, man.
Kind of reflected back on everything that we all went through, and the arguments, the fights in practice, the film sessions. It was all worth it because nothing was easy.
To finally win this game and prove that we're the best team in the NBA this year, everything that we went through was definitely worth it.
I wasn't gonna let that moment pass me up. Like, I had to go like, we really did it.
Other than my kid being born, this has got to be the happiest day of my life right now.
Ubuntu. There you have it.
It's almost like the first time my first kid that I had, it's like, wow, he's healthy, whoa, look at that. But the difference is, I had 2 more kids. I only got 1 championship.
That's the way I wanted to go out. I came in as a champion. I wanted to leave as a champion, and that was cool with me.
Man, what a relief. Like, all the work that we put in, all the time, all the Game 7 against Atlanta and dealing with the ups and downs, the losing, the home game against Detroit, the Lakers series, like, all that comes into play. You're just like, whew, we finally did it.
To get that championship was definitely the highlight of my whole career.
The dream come true to win a championship. That's what every basketball player played this game for.
Wasn't no higher level to go. Went to the mountaintop, and with those guys, it was just simply amazing. dream come true.